Good morning. I had packaging waiting on the table for me when I woke up. What does that say? Ooh, I'm stuffed with big deals. Amazon, they've been leaving it by the street, by the mailbox, by the road. Our neighbors, but they seem to be doing okay for myself. So of late I've been sick. I've had COVID. I was helping a family member that was in a very bad situation. I got sick, not from that person, but just got sick. But I've been learning a lot, and I found a group of ladies that I just love, and I found my people. So it's been a good, positive thing, me not being on YouTube so much, but I'm back to making my paper bowls that I like to make, and I'm doing them with some napkins. As a teenager, I had a fascination with big cats, and I had this imagination that I would become this great, wonderful photographer and go to Africa and get to film and take photographs of these cats for like Smithsonian magazine or something. I don't know. Just me and my imagination. I even had my mother make shirts for me that look like safari shirts with flowers though. But anyways, I'm just gonna flip the camera downward and just work on this. So I showed you earlier that I had gotten these Amazon packages, and I was excited about the package, not so much, wasn't sure what was in the contents. I did order something, and I knew something was coming, but not till tomorrow. But when I flipped it over, it was my neighbor's, not my package. So yeah, whoops. Amazon, your delivery service has not been great lately. No, not at all. Anyways, here we go. Okay. So I got two different napkins here. What I did is I had taken some old mail. I always get tons of mail, and I put it in my shredder underneath it was my desk, but I gave my daughter my desk, and she had brought home a little table. I guess it's from a school that was getting rid of some things, some old tables. So I took that and made it my craft table. And then later on, if I'm not using it for arts and crafts and my grandchildren need it, then it could be there for them when they need it. So my grandson, who is 4, is going to be a big brother. So he came over and he was telling his papa that Papa thought he was just making up big stories, but then he got really into details about the baby is going to be in his mommy's belly, and he lifted up his shirt and pointed to his belly. The baby's right here, and mommy's going to get very fat. And he thinks he's going to have a sister, although nobody knows at this moment, but he's adamant that he's going to have a little sister. I'm on cough medicine, and it has some other things in it that I normally don't take. I just show my ID for. So that helps me feel better. So, hey Mama, I guess they've been trying to tell you guys the news, but can't seem to get out there. For some reason or another. But if you're just finding out, if you're watching, yeah, you're gonna be a sorry about that, great grandmother again. Yep, another baby. Just when we thought that all that was gonna be the end. I think I'm gonna do this. Oh, there's a piece that fell out. I'm gonna just fill it all in here. I love decoupaging. It's my art therapy. I had never heard of art therapy before in my life, but I started making a whole bunch of stuff after the hurricane of 2018. House had to have the roof torn off and put back on. When you walked in the house, it was waving at you. I think they try to condemn the house because of it, but that house wasn't that bad. There were so many people that was hired, I guess, by FEMA that didn't know what they were doing. They were all learning, we were all learning, having a learning experience on devastating storms. You know, I like to relax, have my coffee, and do my work. Ah, ta-da. Do you like it with, without, with, or without? I don't know. Anyways, I kind of like it without because the light has been giving me headaches and I've been trying to avoid the light, but I think it's getting better. I'm trying to get my eyes used to the light again. So how was your Thanksgiving? I had a very different one. I didn't host Thanksgiving this year. I took a break, but my husband, he likes to fry turkeys, although I'm not supposed to have anything fried because I have inflammation and I have to have whole foods and non-processed foods, no pork, no this, no that. And people ask me, well, what can you eat? Where was I? Thanksgiving. So anyway, to make it super simple, I ended up helping with my mother-in-law because she found herself in a very bad situation. And so I ran home. I stayed the night with her, and then she couldn't stay by herself at night. So I ran home Thanksgiving Eve, pull things together, but we had already made a list and a plan that we were going to make it super simple. We were going to make it, we're not going to elaborate on a bunch of casserole and make things hard for ourselves, that we will make things simple, non-stressful. It's not the holiday that we had hoped for, but we're making the very, very best that we can. And, whew, man, I think this stuff is cooked in, and I am feeling dizzy. It might be the caffeine. I'm supposed to drink a lot of water. So I've been doing my lemongrass tea with our local honey. I got a neighbor that has honeybees around the corner, and I try to buy from him every spring or during the honey market. And I make sure it's from around here because I believe that I contribute to that, because there's certain things that I allow to grow for the honeybees. And anyways, I put that in my lemongrass tea. In fact, I think I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna make some lemongrass tea. So I like that better. I think I could see better than that. I don't know. While the tea steeps, I'm gonna drink my water. This is water. I found these crystal glasses in the thrift store, and there's a whole set of them, a whole bunch of them, champagne glasses and these little wine glasses, and they were, I paid $25 for the whole thing of them because I wait for a Wednesday when they were half off at Habitat for Humanity that used to be around the corner from us. But I don't know, it seems like all the donation places are having issues with, I guess, rent. I don't know. Good morning. It's the next day. I ran out of storage in my phone. I'm using my same old SE7 phone. It's probably not even a 7. It's probably just an SE. This is how far I've gotten on my little thing. Can you see it? Okay. See? And I thought I'd do some edging. So yesterday I told you that this was made out of shredded paper. Well, shredded, it's from egg cartons. Somebody from the museum had given me. She's a coordinator and historian. And why is she giving me this kind of thing? It's because I have a few chickens out in the backyard and they were laying, but of course as soon as I get these things, egg cartons to share with everybody, they stop laying. I had young hens that I had gotten for my birthdays. I call them my little angels. I kind of put something, I guess, like this. I don't know. Too matchy. I'm gonna put it on the edge here. But yeah, I thought I'd try it, and I had forgotten a main ingredient, and that ingredient was white vinegar while making these bowls. I highly recommend that you put a little bit of white vinegar in your clay mixture, or it took a very long time for these to dry, and they were not smelling very beautiful. So yeah, they were smelling pretty gnarly, but once they dry and you paint them and then decorate them with the decoupage and then go over them again, you don't really smell that gnarly smell. But yeah, I won't make that mistake again. Just love making these. Like I said, they're my art therapy. It's good to have a mommy out there and that one friend that stays dedicated to you. I tell my children when they didn't have many friends or whatever, it's like, you don't have to have a bunch of friends. That causes drama anyway. Just have one. That's all you need. You can only spend one time with them. You know, when you get them in groups, they don't really blend. I've tried that before. In fact, I've got this weird thing. I have 3 Pam friends that I grew up with. One I met while my mother was cleaning up after a brownies meeting, and I was on this little spinny thing that, I don't know, they probably outlawed them now. If you find them, it would be in a really old abandoned playground. Remember those twirly, oh, I can't use that one. Little twirly the playground equipment, just you fall off of them, you break your arms. I never broke an arm. I don't really remember breaking anything. Maybe my pinky toe where my Doberman ran over it playfully. I know it swelled up and it hurt. But anyways, I met her on that, one of those things. I can't remember the name of it. Mama, do you know? Sandy, do you? Anyway, that friend I met, so she was little, we were both little. So, I don't know, I might have been in 2nd grade. So that friend goes way back. And she had a fun last name. It's been a few days later. My camera I struggle with. It's older model, like I was saying, but I'm feeling much better. I've gone through all of my medicine and I am on the repair. I still have a cough, but I have tested negative, which means I can go around people now without getting them infected. But I worked on the bowl, and here it is. It's made out of kind of like that cardboard kind of egg carton that comes in. But I was trying to explain about my three friends, Pam's. All three of them had neat little names. But I still refer, even though they've been married and this and that, and their names have changed, I still refer to them as their childhood name, maiden names. But anyways, I told you about the one friend that I met while my mother was cleaning up after a brownie meeting. And then another friend I met when we were in 6th grade, and at the tetherball court, my dad had bought us a tetherball pole, and I had practiced a lot, so I was really good at it, and I beat all the little boys. And then this other girl came up that was new to the classroom. I didn't talk a lot during that time, and I got the Quiet Award that year. The sun is really coming in the window. Isn't it great? It's kind of cold outside for Florida, but it's a beautiful day after 4 days of rain. And we even needed that rain. But I woke up this morning, it didn't look like blue clouds, but it's blue clouds now. But anyways, yeah, she beat me at the tetherball court, and we became fast friends because I was like, no boys beats me, or no girls beat me, and I beat most of the boys most of the time. I thought it was so tough back then, so funny. But anyways, yeah, and then my other friend came later. We didn't actually like each other, but she saved me from being beat up in the back hallway of a bully, a girl that had bullied me in middle school. So we met then, which was called junior high. So that was back in the 7th grade. So she and I, no, 8th grade. So she and I became friends, and we're still all three close, but we don't see each other too often because we all have our own families and our own lives and jobs and things. But anyways, it was nice getting to spend some time with you. I hope you enjoyed my stories, and I know some of you don't like to hear personal things. You just want to get to doing other stuff. Just get to business and move on. I get that way too, but sometimes I like to interact. I've been playing with Canva, trying to learn how to do different things. So I've been experimenting with you guys and lost a couple of you from my experiment. That was when I couldn't really talk very well, but anyways, yeah, I apologize for that, but this channel is me growing older and wiser, and maybe not too wise, and just learning as I go in my creative time of life. Hope you're enjoying yours. Enjoy your day, and I know we're all getting ready for the holidays, and this wasn't all about Christmas here, or the holidays, but I'm always running a little bit behind. I'll talk to you later. You have a good day. Bye.